What's good? Osiris here. Critical theory. Apple employees are about to find out what neo-Marxism is really all about. They're going to find it out the hard way. Apple workers say going back to the office would stifle inclusion and diversity. So they're going up against the people, in my opinion, who are behind the religion of this neo-Marxism, cultural Marxism, wokeism. Apple said, you guys got to come back to the office. CDC has released new guidelines. Here's where we're at. It's not working out. We're not as productive. Elon Musk has talked about it. He was obviously right. Everybody in business knew he was right, that employees are not as efficient at home. And Elon Musk said you can work at home after you put your 40 hours in at the office. And everybody knows he was right. So Apple said you're going to have to come on in. On Monday, today, August 22nd, a loose collection of Apple employees who identify as a global solidarity union fighting for a say in our workplace posted a petition on Twitter claiming that Apple would be stifling diversity if it requires employees to work in the office 3 days a week. It's not even 5 days a week. It's 3 days a week. The group wrote, "We believe that Apple should encourage, not prohibit, flexible work to build a more diverse and successful company where we can feel comfortable to think different together." 3 days a week is not flexible enough. They didn't even say 5 days a week. They said 3 days a week. They about to find out the hard way. Back in April, Apple first announced their company-wide move to a return to work for 3 days a week. This was the plan. The plan was that Apple would require employees to come back in Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Employees could work from home for the remainder of the week and could take 4 weeks out of the year to work from any location they desire. Sounds pretty flexible to me, right? But what happens when you let your badass kids eat candy every day and do whatever they want, and then all of a sudden you say, eat your vegetables? They're going to look at you and laugh. So that's what's happened. It all has started to really pop off after George Floyd. And now we are at a reckoning is where we're at. Apple, the reason why Apple wants people to come back into the office is because of money. It's cheaper. It's cheaper for Apple to have people working at home. I know they've got a huge ass building, but even with that, it's cheaper to have them just working at home, using their own resources, not having to come in, doing your Zoom calls or whatever, your FaceTime calls. Directly after that, they did this petition and they rejected the plan, saying that the goal to return to in-office work was, quote, wait for it, they called it racist. They don't know what's about to happen to them, if I'm right. This is a good moment for me to see if my theories on critical theory is right. My theory on this is this religion is created by the establishment. It's created by the status quo. That's why it never goes after the status quo. Apple is a part of that. They're not the highest level of it, but they are part of that. And if you go after the status quo with the religion that they handed to you to go after their political enemies, there will be problems. Just understand that. I don't think you understand the rules of this game. You're not supposed to use critical theory against Joe Biden. You're not supposed to use critical theory against Tim Cook. You're not supposed to use critical theory against BlackRock. You're not supposed to use critical theory against the WEF. You're not supposed to use critical theory against globalization. I give it a week max. Headline coming out, Apple employees laid off.